Kickstand up, bitches! I love that.
Up. What's
Kickstands
up?
up. Great job. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Ready? This every time. You would think we planned this, but we don't. Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. Just go. Just go. I'm giving it up. We really
Hi,
do
everybody.
share a
I'm
brain.
Michelle.
And I'm Amy, and we are two creative chicks that ride.
Welcome to our show today.
Welcome.
I hope you all liked the little intro that we're doing. It gives you about 10 minutes to get ready for our stream. Got some nice music. We're still working on that. I know I didn't realize that the music had stopped, but we're working on that, so the music will continue to play. But gives you 10 minutes to get yourself coffee or other beverage, have yourself a quick cigarette if you smoke, whatever you need to do before we start. So, speaking of starting, today we have a wonderful, amazing
I know,
show.
I can't believe it.
We're in July. July is really all about like kind of what you need to know, right?
Yeah,
It's
it
like-
is. And that's kind of the theme, I think. It's weird how our shows, when we come up with ideas and stuff, they somehow all fall into like categories. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like the past few months, how that's
We're
just worked.
just category people.
Categorizing everything.
I like category people.
Aw.
I don't know. I love it,
Yeah.
but it's kind of fun, and I think starting even this month, we've got like a little bit of surprise that we're going to throw in, and we're going to start doing some of the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of awesome things planned for you. But for today, we're doing like a bit of self care and need to know knowledge, right?
Yes, girl.
You're going to meet our babe of the week, Jenn M. Our product highlight is the lucky Biker Gnomes. See, we got a
Oh,
couple
they're
of them
so
sitting
cute.
in on the show today.
Yes,
and
girl, I love it.
the spiritual spin is something new. It's a surprise. Amy wouldn't even tell me what it was, so I'm not too happy
Gonna
about
have
that.
to stick around.
And let's see what else. You're going to have to stick around and see. And today we're going to talk about really kind of self-care. So what happens like after an injury or after an accident, or if you're an injured person, like as a lot of people know, Amy and I both have neck injuries or neck problems that we deal with, and we still ride.
Mm-hmm.
And we're also going to talk about some things that you need to do or what happens during difficult riding weather situations.
It rains in Florida
long
all
distances.
the time. Rains down here all the time, so
Yeah.
you got to know how to ride
Yeah.
in different conditions.
You do, and there's
agree.
there's some nice
Yep.
little tips that we have for you. So, if you want to get in on the conversation, comment here. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and we are on Twitter. And I think it's like the new Periscope app, so it's not Periscope anymore, but we're on Twitter, so
Right.
you can follow us there.
Yep.
Or if you can send an email to us, and we have an email address now,
Yes.
and it is.
Two creative chicks that ride at Gmail.
Yep.
Got it.
And that's it. So
Gotta
send
get
that
it
on in.
good.
So, yeah, so limits, man. That, and you know, so many times, like, we push our limits, right? And it's not good. It's just not good.
No, because we end up suffering from it, right? Like, we're just gonna go right into it now, right?
Yeah.
So that's the problem, right? Like, I have bulging discs in my neck and in my lower back, and so I get really uncomfortable when I ride. I find that my shoulders are up and they shouldn't be. I should be relaxed, straight back, relaxed, instead of like this, because I find myself that way when I ride.
Like tensing up.
No, yeah, just like my whole body's like, yeah, man. No, like sit up, put your shoulders back.
Look around.
You know, yeah, because even when I just did that, I hear crack, 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 because it's just how it is. So sometimes when I ride, like this past weekend, I went on a ride. I went down I probably went about 100 miles round trip, probably 50 down to the other end of Port St. Lucie, and then back home.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe not even that much. But when I got home, I got off the bike. I was like, what? I'm like, Ma? Where are you, Ma? Ma? What's going
Like
on with my
doing the
neck?
shoulder move.
Yeah, so, and that lasted about 2 days, so that's kind of one of my issues is that, and listen, I know proper etiquette for how you're supposed to sit on a bike,
Mm-hmm.
right? You own that shit. Sit up straight, be proud, you know, that kind of, it's one of the things they taught us in our class.
Yeah, because you're going
Right?
to ache even if you don't have an injury. But if you have an injury or you have a disability, that you're in pain, I
Right.
mean, I say don't ride. Like, that's just me, if you're having it beforehand. But let's say you don't have it beforehand, I'll take a couple of Advil, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'll plan it, so in other words, like, no, for me, riding 2 days in a row, if it's gonna be a longer ride, I don't, like, I can't, I say no,
Yeah.
just say no. But, but it's planned out, and there's
Yeah.
enough space in between, and I take it easy with other physical things before the ride. Like, we've got the ride coming up this Saturday, right?
Yes,
Yay!
girls ride, Saturday.
Girls ride. So
Whoop,
I'm not
whoop.
doing a lot of strenuous stuff a few days
Yeah.
before that, you know what I mean? I'm really taking it easy on myself because same thing, after you're hurting, you know what I mean? And I have a TENS unit, I love that. I have like the neck thing that you can hang in, and I'll use that. I also have like awesome pot cream, and it smells great too, and I'll like rub
It
the
does.
cream.
I think
Yeah.
you had me. I think I used that once on my wrist,
Yes.
right? Because
And you were heading out. I don't even know
Mhm.
how it. Of course, your wrist is like this big, and that's
Yes.
another thing. Your wrist, like with the gears and all
see,
that.
okay. So speaking
You know,
about that,
pulling-
my sons were really, they were really concerned when I got my motorcycle. Why? Because I have a fusion in my foot that's been operated twice on my right ankle, right? And I have very weak wrists and hands. Ever since I was sick a long time ago, I've never gotten the full strength back or momentum or any of that. So my kids weren't concerned about me getting into a motorcycle accident. My kids were concerned about me buying a bicycle because of my physical disabilities, right? So now the clutch, Dave loosened it for me. It feels better. But I got to tell you, my hand hurts when I ride.
We're gonna try out these. We had a customer come in and have, like, a lot of times we'll have customers come in and bring in their own parts, right?
Yeah.
We have this one customer, John. He brings in these levers, right? And they're like, you send in your levers, and then they arch them and they bend them back. We're gonna order them because we were
doing it
talking
for
about
Phoenix?
that, huh?
For Phoenix?
Huh? Yeah. We could do that for Phoenix, and we're gonna do it for us too.
Yeah, okay.
But we'll let you know how it
We're
works
gonna
out,
just-
and then we'll reveal the name of the company. But we had him done, and then he came back like a couple days later. And he was like, "Oh my God, get the levers, get them."
Really?
Yeah, and they.
Is
So
that
what
our
it
buddy
they,
Johnny up at Biker Shop?
No, it's
Oh.
it was John, our from the Bronx. I think he's from the Bronx.
Okay.
Okay.
Definitely gonna have to check into those.
Yeah, really, really good product. So that's something like you can do, like we can do something about that. What's the problem? What's hurting? Okay, our wrists, your wrists, you've got that. Women have very small hands, most of
We
them.
do.
Remember
Yeah.
that commercial with the hamburger?
The lady had only.
Was it like the Where's the Beef, where the guy had the little teeny hands?
Yeah,
And he had like,
yeah.
it's like, I can't eat this burger, my hands are too small. It's like us on the bikes. I can't, we're riding like this, which
So
hurts the neck
true.
too.
So true.
Making that sound too. But yeah,
I was doing that to her this morning when we were setting up. I was going in and out of the camera.
I know. God, yeah. So know your limits, because if you are hurting, and for me, my problems are all over here. So it's like about that left hand turn. It's
It
about looking in
needs-
my left. And I've gotten really used to looking in my mirror. But when you're going to do a lane switch, you know what I mean? For me
I literally
personally,
had to turn my whole body. That's why I haven't been on my
Yeah.
bike since.
I have a friend that says, and he's had neck surgery, and he can't turn, like he has limitations on turning of his neck.
Right.
And he said, Michelle, he goes, every time I'm going to I stop. He's like, screw them, screw everybody else. Like, he doesn't like stop short and be like, ooh, I gotta take that turn. But he'll stop and then he'll look. Because, it's about knowing your limits. It's about him knowing his limits.
Right. And listen, you had said earlier about, if we're going on a long ride, right?
Yeah.
So, I go on a long ride, and what I like about the way that we ride is, first of all, we don't go really far. Because
No.
right now our limitations don't allow us to.
Mm-hmm.
And if we are going to do a shot of maybe, like our meet and greets, right? Our meet and greets are generally
This Saturday.
about 2, 3, 4 hours long. But we go somewhere, we chit chat, we have lunch or do something, go to a fair, and then we get on the bikes and we come home, right? So it's girls' day. It's a meet and greet girls' day.
Yep.
But being able to stop for that amount of time in between the two going and coming
Yes.
helps tremendously for me.
Yes. And that was my dad, when he did, was like, how did you do that trip? Like, when I talked about that trip that he did,
Yeah.
he's like, unless you have to, he's like, we really tried to keep it under 300 miles a day. I mean, you can do more. If you think about that, 300 miles isn't that much, right?
No.
But it's
mean,
it's knowing your limitations, right?
Yeah, we're 300 miles from the friggin' Georgia border.
Yeah.
Jacksonville is like only, I don't know, 200 miles from here,
Yeah.
maybe?
Yep.
180,
Yep.
something like that.
Yep.
Daytona's
So-
a 123. I mean, that's nothing.
So that's like frequent stops and frequent breaks, but
Yeah.
and that's in a day, right? So you
I
do
bit
like
myself.
you did?
Yeah, I don't know what. Something bit my leg. I'm scratching like a
God damn
banshee
it.
now.
Okay,
Sorry.
maybe it's something bitter. I'm not sure why she's.
Where's
itching.
that fucking
Did
Mr.
you,
Ray?
did you have, I know. Is
Just
you sure it's your
kidding.
leg? She's got the hand down here, but is she going for the leg? Is she?
I was gonna say something else, but I don't want to get in trouble later when the replay's played.
What are you itching, Amy? No, sorry.
Scratch my itch, Michelle. Ooh.
Okay.
That was funny.
Limitations. Know your limitations. We have no. That's the thing with our personalities too, is that we don't have a flap. We don't have a, we don't have a stop button, right?
No.
We
I
just
love
go
that.
and go and go and go and go. But our bodies are like, fuck you.
I have been experiencing that all week. I've been telling you all week. I'm tired. I went to bed at 8 o'clock last night. Like, that's unheard of. But I gotta know my limits, right? And when I don't listen to my body and I don't listen to those little subliminal messages from Spirit's like, all right, I'm gonna stop you now.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna have time. You ain't gonna have the energy to do anything but rest,
Mhm.
right? Like, I'll bring you down. And last time you brought me down, I had to be quarantined because I was around somebody who tested positive. And I know I was never sick like that, but I literally they put me in a fucking cage. They put me in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I need to know my limits, right?
Yeah. You need to be, and that's an important thing. Planning your ride, planning your trip. If you're going on a long distance ride, try not to do too many more than 3 or even 400 or whatever your limit, like however many miles you can do in a day, right? Stop frequently. One of the things David said is stay hydrated, right?
Oh,
Drink
yeah,
plenty of
man.
water.
Stay hydrated. It's important.
We have Dave and I riding through rain after a long day of riding, and it wasn't really that long of a ride either. I think it was it wasn't that long of a ride, maybe 3 or 4 hours or something. It was at night, we were coming back, we had a long day, and he's literally fallen asleep on the bike.
As he's driving.
As he's riding, yeah. And I'm on the back, and he's like, I gotta pull over. So he's like, I gotta pull. He pulls over. I'm like, what's up? What's wrong? He's like, I'm falling asleep while riding. He's like, we need to stop. So we stopped, got coffee, got rejuvenated and all that, made sure he was awake. I think we might have even stayed in a hotel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're just so exhausted. When you ride for a while, you get comfortable, you know your bike, you can actually fall asleep on your bike.
Oh, yeah, I've fallen asleep on the back of dudes' bikes before.
Yeah.
Eat sober, I could do it.
Yep.
But okay, so I got another one for you.
Mhm.
What about knowing your limits speed-wise?
Ah, that's
Right?
a good one, yeah.
So the reason I say that is because in our meet and greets, we have women with all different areas of expertise in riding. We're all at different levels and comfortability and all that. And one of the things that I learned early on from riding with my pack is if I'm not comfortable with the speed you're riding, I don't have to ride at that speed.
No, ride your ride.
Ride what's comfortable for you, right? So
Yep.
now at night, right, we'd be riding, and of course we're in South Florida, we get hit with rain. A couple of my girlfriends have windshields and glasses, real glasses. They need their glasses to drive. And it starts pouring, and we gotta pull over.
Yeah.
Because they're not comfortable. So our pack stops.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at Spirit everywhere.
Yeah.
But our pack would have to stop
Yeah.
because we were honoring someone else's boundary.
Yeah, their limits.
We were honoring that by stopping together and pulling over, making it work.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Because
That's
I know when
huge.
it rains, I take my turns a little slower.
Yep. You
'Cause
take turns slower.
Yeah,
You're always
man.
supposed to ride one gear down too.
Yeah.
Like they always tell you, don't bog that engine. Don't bog that engine. It's not good. You know what I mean? But one gear lower than what you would be riding for that speed is what you should do when you're riding in rain.
Right.
You know what I mean? It
It
helps you
slows
with the
down just
traction.
enough, yep.
But I love that, like, know your limits. And another rule that a lot of people will tell you exists, and it exists for a reason, is, you know, put your less confident, less experienced riders in the front.
Right.
Okay? I mean, obviously you don't want them to be like your road captain or leading the whole thing, but if you're riding just in a group of 2 or 3 or whatnot, the person that has the least amount of time is going to be that person up front, right? Because, I mean, it takes time to master things like corners and stop and shot and this. And I'm not saying that the person with the more experienced time is better than the person that has the least amount, but they're more comfortable with the speed. So the person that they made days out, get on the highway, next thing you know, they're going very fast. With Dave and I, we do opposite. Dave goes up front. Of course, I personally think that Dave is the least experienced rider of the two of us, so I make him ride up front and make him feel like he's cool, but no. He doesn't watch our show.
Stroking that ego.
He doesn't watch the show.
Yeah, man. All right, jump on up there. We got you.
We have a lot of customers that watch the show and be like, Dave, you know
We got you.
you know what's going on there, right? Dave's up front.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's brilliant.
No.
That was brilliant.
But everybody does it different. I prefer to be in the back because I prefer to be in the back. I prefer to see what's going on in front of me. And I've heard way too many stories of, like, maybe inexperienced riders or people with less experience being behind the person that is riding and coming out from behind and, like, hitting them. You know what I mean? Just
Crazy.
jolting out, not knowing, not being able to control their bike, you know?
Again, it's
I'm
all
seeing
about
videos of that.
communication
Yep.
with people, right? Always about safety first, like, for real, like.
You're only as fast
Value.
as your slowest rider. Put the
Yeah.
slowest rider in the front.
Yeah.
Except for in our case, Amy's like Miss Speed Demon. She's like what's that?
Knew she was
What's
gonna
that
say
cartoon
something.
character on the
Roadrunner.
Yeah, beep
Beep, beep, beep.
zoom, zoom, zoom.
Listen, I have to admit, I have to tell myself that I do ride my bike a little hard and a little. I'm
No
just gonna say
judgment.
that.
Everybody rides differently, and it's about like, but the big question is like, do you know your limits? You know
Oh,
your
yeah.
limits. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You're not gonna
And I'm
stunt ride.
Yeah, I'm an
You're not gonna do
adrenaline
Papa
junkie
Willie.
though, so that I'm just gonna say the cow road, and I always refer to it as the cow road. The cow road is like open field, right?
Yeah.
So I was very scared to ride over 55 miles an hour when I got my bike. I was like, 55 is too fast. I'm gonna crash, right? And then of course, here I am a year later, and I went on the highway once. My friend Bev took me on the highway. We just went one exit just so I could get a feel for
Oh,
it,
yeah.
feel how comfortable I was. And she's like, I don't go over 70, so don't go over 70. And I'm thinking, I'm never even going to get up to 70. Next thing you know,
70.
hello, 75, how are ya? So I got to slow down because she's back behind me. So I get off, and then I take a ride with you. I think we went on the highway once. We
Yeah.
went up to Space Coast.
Mm-hmm.
And the other day I was going to
Hi, Johnny.
a group event, club event, whatever. It was for some sober bike group and whatever. And I went on the highway by myself. So I went
Really?
down to Midway, and then I got there,
Me-dee,
nobody was
me-dee,
there, and I
woo.
went back up. So I think that's kind of why my neck hurt, because it was almost a full hour on the highway where you're
Yeah, and you're
already
like in
tensed
that
a
one
little.
position
Yeah.
for a while. So, yeah, and how fast were you going when you went by yourself?
I do about 75 on the highway.
Okay,
And I'm
okay.
comfortable 75, 78. But the thing is, when you're a single motorcycle on the highway, you don't have the safety of seeing two bikes, right? Because two bikes are much
Absolutely,
more
yep.
recognizable than just one.
Yep.
So if I'm going up on the highway, I always make sure I have a helmet on and I have a bright colored shirt. And I keep one in my saddlebag that's like neon yellow. I mean,
Yeah.
because I need to be seen.
You want to be seen, yep.
Right? I'm always in black. I'm always in darker clothing.
Mhm.
I always got jeans and my black boots on, and my helmet's black. I gotta have something that's like, hey, because my
Hello?
mouth, you can't hear my mouth out
Hello,
there.
hello,
Hello? Can't hear my mouth
I'm
out
writing.
there,
I'm Amy.
so. Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny's checking in at the Biker Shack. He usually does some musical videos. We might end up, he won't do a dance off with you, by the way.
Oh, that's okay. But Johnny,
I asked him. He won't
Johnny,
do
what
it.
are your limits when you ride? You got any limits you want to share with us
I
about?
know. Yeah, because I think you and Johnny have a lot in common. I think he's like Roadrunner too. You know what I mean?
Listen, I heard that he dances on his bike, right? So what has Amy done to do?
Yeah, she did it. She's like, oh, I'm trying to get, and I get the camera.
trying
She
to
was
get to
way
be a
too far
Johnny.
away. I'm like, listen,
On
there's
the
two
highway.
things that you need to know, though. You need to know that you need to know that you
I'm
need to
always
pick one.
rocking
You
out.
need to pick one. If you're going to be on the helmet cam, you need to pick either dancing on your bike or speeding up past Michelle. Because like when I say Roadrunner, I'm not kidding you. Most of the videos of Amy riding is like me up front and her going, "Phew." What's up, bitches? Phew. You just see like this purple teal thing go by with some helmet ponytails going like this. They do.
That's
One of
awesome.
them does a spin this way.
Yeah,
But
man.
no, seriously.
I get it.
Yeah, Johnny, if you have any limits or anybody that's watching, pipe in,
Come
let
on,
us
man,
know.
for real.
Let us know what your limits are. Let us know like where's your stop button? What's that called when you're having sex? And it's like
Safe
word.
word.
What's
How would I know that? Safe word. What's your safe word,
But
Michelle?
all I had to say was, what's that called when you're having sex? It's a safe word.
Yep. Can't share mine though. Just saying.
She doesn't want anybody to know her safe word. Because then when she's saying it, she's not safe because she's like, oh shit, probably should have told you that's my safe word. My safe word is fuck no.
I've heard some pretty outrageous ones, but
So-
so you need to know your
Woo.
limit there too,
You need to
y'all.
know your
you need
limit,
to have
yeah.
a safe word.
And
your
that's
limits.
kind of good too, like to have like a safe signal or a safe word to let people know that you're riding with. You know what I mean?
That's phenomenal. That's why
If you
safe
have-
word came up because we need a safe signal.
Yeah, if you have if you have the headsets, you can have a safe word. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like we had friends when we'd like get together at each other's houses every weekend, right? And their like word was balls. That meant I want to go home now. So like every now and then somebody would, like 1 a.m. usually be like balls. Okay, good seeing you. Have a nice night,
Perfect.
But if you don't on the bike, you don't have a helmet or whatnot. Helmet, what's that thing? Hello.
It's a microphone.
Thank you.
I love you, Michelle.
Oh my god. And if you can't think straight, don't get on the fucking bike. I mean, that's common
No.
sense.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
and that's it. Knowing my limits. Even when I'm with a group of people, you're right. I'm a speed demon. I'm pretty fearless on my bike. I'm very, very.
And there's no judgment. That's just an observation.
No. And it's
'Cause-
true because I am. And to think that I just started
Excuse me.
riding last July is mind blowing to me because you can't tell by the way I ride my motorcycle that I just got my license.
Well, yes, no, you can't. But that's the confidence
being
that happens.
cocky
No,
about
that's
it.
the confidence
I'm just
that
saying
happens
I'm
after having it.
comfortable with my bike.
But there's different style riders. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been riding for I don't even know, like 12 plus something to
Right.
that. But I'm a cruiser. You know what I mean? I
you
don't
put
love the
everywhere,
speed.
right.
I don't need. I like when I take off from a light. I like to be like try to get right up to gear as fast as I can. I love that.
Okay.
But I don't like. I'm a cruiser. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm probably like your friend.
No, Beth.
Dawn.
Oh,
Dawn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where I stay within 5 miles of the speed limit or whatnot.
Yeah.
Not because I'm afraid, just because I like to be
cruise,
like
yeah.
I'm hearing the lowrider song in my head when I'm
Yeah.
riding. I'm like
Yeah.
do 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 do. Do 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 do, and I'm looking
That's
around.
me
I'm like,
too.
yeah, there's a deer over there. I'm like, how you doing, car over there? You know what I mean?
I do.
And but there's other people their style is like wee 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 wee. You know what I mean? Like
That's me.
whoa, and the hair and your face is like.
No,
That's
it goes,
yeah. It goes, it's like yeah, woohoo. You know what I mean? And you're probably hearing like I don't know, like some other crazy song in your head, like
Shine Down, Metallica, Godsmack. That's always what's in my head.
let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Oh, 100 miles an hour, but it's the riding style, you know what I
It
mean?
is, yeah.
So the confidence level that comes with the practice, like we had talked about, where you were like riding around your neighborhood. I was riding around my, like we learn, we get comfortable, we know our bike, like we build up to all that, and now what are our limits, right? Just because you're a fast rider, like it doesn't mean like because you're good at it and you're adept at what you do. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
what shows that you wouldn't believe that you've been riding for such a short period of time
Right.
because of the confidence level.
Right.
Not because of the speed.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then there's the people that speed because they're afraid they're going to lose the people they're with. Like they're working outside of their comfort zone and outside of their limits.
And that's one of the things that we do when we do ride, though. When we have our meet and greets or we go out together, we always talk about that.
Yeah.
We always talk about signals, and I mean, even me and you too. I mean, even just getting together on a Sunday and taking a ride around the block. I mean, we know we have that discussion almost every single time.
We really do. We really do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like knowing where you're going and all that. And
Yeah.
it's about like knowing the limits. So I mean, I think it's cool as shit that on the Cow Road and other places too, you know, you're on a Sportster, like that's something that, you know, is Amy's on a Sportster, okay? And I'm going to tell you, a Sportster, it's harder on a Sportster to keep up with the bigger Harley Davidson bikes. It just is, right? But then she's on an older Sportster, right?
Yep.
So it's a smaller engine too, so it's even that much harder. I am on a Softail Slim. I have a Milwaukee 8.
Right.
You know what I mean? That bike would open up like crazy.
Yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean? I don't even know because it probably
Right.
would be like, what the fuck are you doing to me? Michelle doesn't ride me this fast.
Right.
But what I'm saying is like, but you keep up. You know what I mean? You have no problem keeping up. In fact, you pass. Like you're the person that's like, hey, come on, why is she going so slow? She's been riding for a while. What the fuck's going on? But
I do that too. I wave people around like, come on,
Yeah.
go.
But the thing is, if I'm in the back, like I'll always find out where we're going.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, don't worry about losing me. You know what I
Right.
mean? I understand your speed. That's not a group situation. That's just a Michelle and, oop, Dave was rubbing on the babe.
Hee hee.
Dave doesn't know his limits.
Dave doesn't know his limits.
No.
He's trying. He's being a really great service manager pro. So, moving
Okay.
right along.
Moving
Okay.
right along.
I guess
Okay.
it's time for...
I'm gonna use my phone.
Cheers.
Thank you.
You too.
Yes, the product of the week.
Thank you.
So our product of the week are these wonderful Lucky Biker Gnomes. They make awesome gifts for bikers, and they can be customized, you know, color. So in other words, like if you had a purple bike, or you know you wanted, or your girl had like brown hair or blonde hair or whatever, I can make the hair different. We even have guy gnomes, so you know they come in pairs. We got this couple up front here. They are, we haven't been listing our prices, okay? But I want you to know they are priced right because they are way, way underpriced at $15 a piece. But if you come in and you mention Lucky Chick at checkout when you're here, or if you go to yankeebabeapparel.com and you write in Lucky Chick with a C, you get 10% off. So it's like $1.50 off, so you can get them a little less. I want to introduce you to them. Should we name them? Let's start with the girl. Okay.
Oh, she's so pretty.
They have hello. They have very tight stitching. I don't know if you can see the stitches.
Oh, yeah.
So they're very tight stitched. Their little hats can bend a little bit.
Oh,
They got some cool sunglasses.
I
The
love
girls have braids,
Nice.
button nose, and the bum is kind of. I'm gonna show you her ass.
No, it looks like she has a penis sticking between her legs.
Yeah, you're obsessed with penises.
That's because I don't get any.
And the cool thing is, right here at the bottom, I'm gonna cover the penis. You can look up. Right here at the bottom is a penny. Not, it weights her down, but it also is for good luck. That's why they're the Lucky Biker Gnomes.
Yes,
Little
that's
thing.
awesome.
I'm a lucky biker gnome. Now, you could put it on your bike, that would be kinda cool, or just keep it with you in your purse or your car, but they make great gifts.
Love
This is
them.
the Mr. Let's see if he has a penis. So the guy has a hole. I guess I made him backwards. So they look
I
really
love
like
his
these
beard.
dogs.
I love that.
She's got legs.
She knows how to use them.
So, and same with him, he's got a penny in his bum, so I crocheted a penny right in the bum. There were some people that were interested in these a while back, when I first put them out, so before I was actually selling them, we'll be right with you. Before I was actually selling them, I ended up, posting on my Facebook page, you got that?
I do.
Thank you, honey. And when I posted on my Facebook page, I was like, look at these cool gnomes that I made, you know, and I was like, oh, I'm so excited. And everybody's like, I want. And I didn't really, I guess I was just doing it for fun, so I didn't actually realize that I could sell them. So that must be Miss Robin. Good morning, Robin. Thank you for tuning in. Huh?
Dave's
Yeah.
gonna be good. Okay.
So,
Sorry about that, guys.
yeah, sorry, we are in an actual,
Motorcycle repair
yeah,
shop.
that's running and fully functioning and filled with, oh, Mr. A stuck his belly in the camera. It wasn't his face, though.
That's okay. So yeah, we are a fully functioning motorcycle repair shop, and we do have customers that come in and out during our show. We can't help that, but we love the business and we appreciate all of our customers. We
Yes.
are at 1170 Oslo Road in Vero
Vero
Beach,
Beach,
Florida,
Florida.
inside Yankee Dave's Motorsports.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. And
That's so
we have a
professional.
big open flag now.
Yes,
That marks
thanks to
us
Robin.
on Oslo Road
Robin.
and 11th, the corner of Oslo and 11th.
Yep, so if you're coming from Route 1, you want to turn right before the flag, and if you're coming from the Route 60, you want to turn left after the flag. So, hi Jack.
Okay.
So,
Very
do you
good.
need us, or are you waiting on the guys?
Wait, no.
They're
Okay,
getting
they're
it, they're
going
getting
to
it for you?
flag.
Awesome.
Okay, perfect.
So, when they come back, I'll get a copy of his, I'll take care of you in
Okay.
just a second. Yeah, so Lucky Biker Gnomes, $15 a piece, and
Lucky chicken checkout.
Lucky Chicken checkout, you can save 10%.
I love that.
I know,
And I didn't
right?
even think we realized it
I
right
just
before
even
that.
made it up. No, that's
Okay,
like
cool.
totally new. That was fun. So,
Yes.
and I'm sorry that that the Biker Gnome, I got the female in the mail a little
It's okay.
Anatomically,
Listen, I could not contain myself. You know how I am with that stuff.
anatomically incorrect.
Anatomically incorrect. She's like, you got a problem with penises? I'm like, yeah, because I don't freaking any. What's that about? Okay.
Listen,
So-
nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
I have a great surprise for you guys today.
I love it.
Yes, so this is something that me and Michelle have been bouncing around for a while, and now that it's right in Spirit is with us, I have decided to do on the first weekend of the month or something like that, I am going to do a review of the zodiac sign for that month. So we'll get some quirky ideas about them and some personality traits, figure out what kind of bikes are good for them, and that kind of stuff. So this month, we right now, we are in the zodiac of Cancer, and that is between June 21st and July 21st. So they're known as the crab, as you can tell. Their ruling planet is the moon. Their lucky number generally is 2. So they're also, Cancers are, even though they're a water sign, they're homemakers, they're caretakers. They definitely like to stay home and putz around the house and take care of stuff. I know it's weird, but it's true. So believe it or not, the body part associated with this sign are the breasts. Just figured y'all might find that hysterical. But I couldn't find a link that stated just what their specific fun fact would be, right? So they did give me like their birthstones are emeralds and moonstones. They're collectors, they're caretakers, they're homemakers, they're emotional because they're water, and all that kind of stuff. So, in trying to mess around, and they'll keep like always wanting to get a different bike, right? Like I got a bike, but now that I have this bike, I want to get this piece and this piece and this piece and this piece and keep going over it until we're just like, forget it and go and get it. But this bike that I kind of figured would be great for this sign because they are the homemaker would be like BMWs or baggers, right? Baggers that you can put all this stuff in because they want to take everything with them when they go away. When they go out on the bike, they have all these accessories. Most cancers do, and especially the cancers. I know it's so true when I was doing this last night in meditation. So the cancers, the ones that I know that have bikes, most of them have the hard luggage, right? So the hard luggage helps you to carry that shit around, right? Because that's what you are. And it's really hard to do a show when you have other people in the shop talking. I'm just saying. So the best fun fact that I found out about cancer is that
I want to hear all about it.
I know you
start
do.
over? No,
you want me to
just
start
kidding.
over? Yeah, because
No.
I fumbled it, because you know how I am when, like, Michelle's over there, and I'm like, did I say that? Did I even say that right? Did I even say that right? So anyway, if it needs to be redone, I'm going to edit it out of the show.
I fumbled because I have OCD, so I'm like, what's she doing over there?
So-
Is she answering
I
the
know.
phone correctly? Is she
So
putting it in the
listen,
computer right?
So the funniest fact I found out about the cancers, right? Besides that they're moonstone, I didn't know that they were ruled by the moon. I never really like paid attention to it.
Oh, yeah.
But an analysis of data from the FBI
My
found that
brother's a cancer.
cancers are the most frequently arrested of all of the zodiac signs, and their crimes are usually much more serious. Yeah, like serial killers and
Really?
career rapists. I don't know what they're called.
Holy
Yeah.
Career. What's your career?
I'm a rapist.
Went to school for a long time for it.
We had to learn how to hide the bodies. Oh, that's great. Yes, I totally blew that one.
My
But
brother's
that's
a
okay.
cancer.
Wouldn't it
He's
be
not
good
a
show?
serial killer or a rapist. But what about
They're
motorcycles?
homemakers. Baggers,
Huh?
right? Baggers.
Baggers.
Because
Okay.
they tend to carry a lot with them.
A lot of
right?
baggage?
Yeah, because they're emotional,
Oh.
right? They're
So
emotional.
you gotta like take things with them?
Yeah, they
Love it.
got it, and they're caretakers, right? And they're really homey people, and they have to take a lot of stuff. Everything but the kitchen sink goes on the bike.
No
They pack for
kidding.
vacation. They pack big,
Wow.
right? And so they need baggers. Yeah,
Love it.
baggers was the one that they came up with.
Oh my
and,
God, I love it. So,
Yeah.
so here's the question.
BMWs, because BMWs have all the luggage on them already, and they pop apart. I don't particularly care for them, but I'm a Harley girl, so
Yeah,
baggers.
baggers. So, and the birth date for Cancer, I know you already said that.
It's June 21st through July 20th.
So if your birthday is June 21st through July 21st, you're a Cancer. That's your zodiac
Right,
sign.
you're a crab.
Let us know, right? If you ride a bagger, or if you love baggers, or if that's like your dream bike, like that would
Yeah,
be kind
that
of
would be
cool.
awesome to know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I gotta tell you, when I was reading over
I
this
can't
stuff,
wait till you get to mine. I want to know if I'm on the right bike. No.
when I was reviewing this stuff and trying to, because we do a lot of research for this show,
Yeah.
and I really was like, oh my God, I can't wait to do mine. So of course I had to do all 12 months because I'm an addict and that's just what I do. I don't do anything by little. I'm overboard with everything. So I got all 12 signs done, but she can't see them because they're not even saved on our drive.
No. Okay, so you claim to have been in recovery for a long time.
Yeah.
Now, if you're upset, if you do that, does that mean you relapse?
No.
You have to go.
No,
into
it just means that I
you
still have a
call
lot of-
somebody and be like, I
No,
looked up
it
all the
just means-
zodiacs. and
no,
you
it
do-
It just means that I still have those addict tendencies, right? I better keep my shit straight or I'll be out there fucking, hey, Sparky, wanna come home with me?
No, you can't do that. I'll lose my co-host. So that means I can
That's really
find
what
out
it
from
used to
you
be
like
like.
what. So I could,
Yeah.
I could get you to break. I could break her down. I could
She
find
really
out what
could.
mine
All
is.
she's gotta do is bat her eyelashes and I'm toast.
I'm a Pisces,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Hey, beautiful ladies. So we can't see who you are when you say good morning.
It's
if
Johnny,
you're
hey,
doing it. Oh,
beautiful
Johnny.
ladies. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Which he
Good
showed
man.
up at first.
Yeah. It's all good.
No, Yankee Babes. He said. What else we got?
I don't know. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
So, yeah. So the two that came in. Good morning. I'm pretty sure that's Robin. But then we have Hey, beautiful ladies, and but it says Facebook user, so you must be talking to us in the group.
Yeah.
So if you want to introduce yourself and let us know who you are, that would be awesome sauce.
It's
I don't know.
Robin. We knew that.
Hi, Robin.
We knew that, Robin.
I knew it. I could sense her.
Yes. Yeah,
So-
so I did find out some pretty fun facts about, the crabs.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So now all the baggers, people with baggers that come in,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
be
like,
like,
"When's your
"Hey,
birthday?"
when's your birthday?"
We
Well,
should make a little tally of that.
we could send
on
up
all
like a
of-
little birthday
yeah.
card or something like that.
That'd be awesome.
I like it. I likey.
I do too.
That's
So
cool.
that's it. So listen, if it was all mumbled up, it's because there was somebody in the shop, and I apologize. But generally, it's just, you know, I tried. I feel retarded.
Now I gotta go back and watch it.
She is gonna go back and watch it. So let's move on. To the next
Okay. You know what time it is, right?
one. It is ready. There you
See, I could get a recording of somebody whistling, but I love making Amy whistle because she whistles so good. So our babe of the week this week is Jenn M. And Jenn M is that little hottie that you see on the Sportster. Now, this was the first bike. Oh, wait, I gotta take care of this. We do not want to restart the computer.
go. Okay.
Do you want to run your Windows update now in the middle of the show?
No.
No. Okay, hi, welcome back. Okay, so Jenn rides her own. She's been riding for a little over 10 years. Dave and I were trying to figure it out, but sometime between maybe 10 and 12 years. So
Okay.
we're saying over 10 years she's been riding. And, you know, Jenn didn't, like this picture of her, this was her first bike. She's been around bikes for a long time. She's ridden on the back, was backseat babe. Now she rides her own. She hated riding. Hated it. And you're like, what? Who hates riding?
That's
She
what I
doesn't
was
hate
saying.
riding now. She loves riding. But what happened was, you see that little red bike in front of her, that's her husband's bike, right? And he's just like a, you know, a chopper, crazy, do not put a babe on the back of my bike, I'm riding it myself. So he's like, you need to get your own, she wanted to ride, so she went and got her endorsement, and she bought the Sportster. Dropped the bike 4 times that we know of in her driveway. Hated it. Got all nervous, all worked up. Every time she rode, she was like, Michelle,
wreck.
yeah, she's like, I don't like it. I don't like riding. I don't like it. I hate the bike. I hate it. I don't want to do it. So she goes down not too long after, and she gets herself the new, not the slim, but the other soft tail. Is Dave's talking to somebody, huh? Well, we'll find out what she has now, but I'd love to get a picture of it. She's a very, very busy gal, owns her own beauty salon. If you ever
Okay.
need a haircut, she's, or anything, color, she's like the girl to go to. She's in Abacoa. But I want you to know that she got that bike, not that one, she got rid of that one. Got the soft tail, loves it. Rides everywhere,
She had a Heritage Softail.
loves it. No, it was the new soft tail when the Slims came out. I'll ask Dave what it is.
Okay.
It's a really badass bike. I wanted to get it, but I was like, well, I can't. I'm related. She's my sister-in-law, so I can't. I can't copy her. She'd be like, "Oh, Michelle's copying me again." But
Again.
yeah, it was the wrong bike for her.
Yeah.
She was on the wrong
That's
bike.
that's the most important part
Yeah,
right there.
and we're going to talk about that in another one of our shows, but she was on the wrong bike. So after upgrading to her current bike, she absolutely loved it. You know, and now I'm going back like 10 years or 11 years, you know what I mean? So she's been on this bike for quite a while. And she does a lot for the community, you know what I mean? She's very involved in the community. She helps women feel really good about themselves.
Yeah,
She's the
haircuts.
sweetest, kindest person. She's always, you know, always just has a nice thing to say, and always has a nice thing to do, you know, and
Yeah.
she's really all about empowering women, you know.
That's awesome.
And I just thought that was a nice prelude to, you know, the babe of the week was putting her up there, and I've been wanting to put her up for a while. In fact, she's so busy that I had held off. She was like a babe like 2 months ago, but I couldn't get a picture of her on her new bike, you know, on her
Okay.
new bike. So I finally said, screw it, she has to be a babe of the week this week,
Right.
especially with knowing your limits,
Yeah.
because
That's
she
perfect.
recognized her limits, like instead of being discouraged, which I guess I don't want to get too much into it because it's going to be a topic of another show, but she knew those limits, that this bike
Yeah.
wasn't the bike for me, instead of, you know, that like
Nail biting, yeah.
stopping to riding.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
No.
because she
If you're
hated
fearful, right. We'll talk about that very soon.
it. Yeah,
Very
I mean,
soon.
she just really
Mhm.
was. Yeah, so that's her. So that's her. I think that Sportster. I want to say, well, it's probably like 10. It would be like 10 years old because she bought it new,
Mhm.
right? So it looks to me like it could be an 11, maybe, or a 10.
Yeah. Very nice though, and I'm glad that she chose to
Beautiful bike.
try another bike.
Yeah, yeah, and I wish I want to try to get that picture of her up on it, so that
We could see.
we can see it, and you can see the difference between the way she's holding herself on this bike and the way she's on the other bike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This bike, she's like,
Yeah.
my kickstand's still down. Fuck you. Take my picture. I can't wait to get off this damn thing. No, but the other one, she's like, yeah, man. Like she's got her feet up. There's like videos of her riding and everything. It's just a whole different, a whole different personality, a whole different genre around
Right.
it. You know.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so if you're interested in like looking as gorgeous as this beautiful woman by having your hair done, go see her. She's got some cool clothes too. Or
Babe
get in
of the
touch
week.
with us. You know, Babe of the Week, Jenn M. Thank you so much for not submitting your picture so that we could talk about your Sportster.
That's a good
And
idea.
hopefully we'll get the other one in.
Hair and makeup. Calendar.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. And so
Okay.
yeah, Babes of the Weeks. If you know anybody, we're still looking for some more babes. We got our calendar going. We have got the next round of voting. Congratulations to, are you ready? Drum roll. There were 2 winners in the last round. It was a tie.
Wonderful.
It was a tie.
Okay.
So Michelle S.
Michelle
won
S.
on her
Yay!
trike. Yay! And do I have the other one written down? Son of a gun. I don't know why I keep.
It's okay. We'll reveal it later.
It's a surprise.
We can
I'm so
reveal it
sorry.
later.
I wasn't even planning on going there with that.
How did
And
you
it was
go
good
there?
that you brought that up. Well, because you said the
yeah.
babe at the calendar. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Sorry, yeah.
So, and yeah, 2 winners for the last round. Boo, boo, boo. And so the next
love
round, so we just jumped into round 5. We skipped round 4 to get into round 5 because we have to have all the babes in for the calendar by September.
Okay.
So we can pick that big winner and schedule that makeover.
Awesome.
Because the winner of all the babes that end up in the calendar are going to get that makeover, a day with me and Amy, well, lunch with me and Amy. We'll even, get your bike cleaned up, a bunch of gifts, and you get prime placement in the calendar and cover, So yeah, Babe of the Week, Jenn M. Now you are eligible to be in the calendar contest.
Yes. Good stuff, man.
All right,
That's
where are we
good
going
stuff.
now?
I don't know.
You.
Weather. Okay. Time for-
Boom.
There's the weather.
We're kind of mellow today. We're like in this mellow
So, yeah.
mellow mood. I
Yeah,
like
I'm
it.
just going to double check again on my app because, we're in South Florida and that weather changes quite frequently.
Mm-hmm.
So,
There was some kind of storm coming in or something,
yeah,
wasn't there?
well, that's what I heard. We got a storm coming in for next week. So I've been told. I don't know because I don't watch TV and I don't watch the weather. So I couldn't be honest with you on that one.
Appreciate it. Almost.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
need me to move the babe?
Nah, I'll slide by her.
Okay.
It actually changed a little bit, guys. So Saturday.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you.
Ride easy.
It's gonna pour tomorrow. That went up to 80% instead of
Ooh.
46. Yeah.
Ouch.
And then Saturday went up to 59, and Sunday
Ooh.
went up to 44. Actually, it went down to 44. Temperature went up on Saturday, but to 91.
Okay. So now we have our babe. We have our
rain.
ride scheduled for Saturday. Are we going to?
Right between the
We're
raindrops.
going to ride between the raindrops. Or are we just going to have our meet and greet maybe and play it by ear?
Yeah, because right now this went up, right? So it was
Big
35,
time.
31 on Saturday. That was when I put the show in. I think it was last night, right? And then this morning it's at 59. So yeah, maybe we should just do a meet here. I don't know because nobody's gonna want to come out on their bikes. So why don't we play that by ear?
Well, we'll play it by ear, and and I guess just see what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep, we're gonna have to.
Wow, yeah.
Sorry
That's
guys, but
poopy.
you know what? We can always reschedule it.
Is
It's
there like a
okay.
big storm or something coming
Yeah,
in?
there's a hurricane coming in. I think it's supposed to hit tropical storm right now. It's supposed to hit Monday or Tuesday, I think. Yep. So it kind of
Yucky.
sucks. Tropical storm is Elsa.
Elsa.
ELSA. Elsa. Yep. And it's moving in from the Atlantic.
Oh.
So it's
She's
gonna
not a
go
creative
through-
chick that rides
So
because she
it's
wouldn't
gonna
be
go all the
coming.
way through the islands, past Cuba, up
Yep.
either into our Gulf or right into Florida.
Okay.
It's coming in that direction. So, you
So
know,
we don't know.
heads up, you got a couple of free days this weekend. You might want to get some hurricane shutters put on your houses. Just saying.
Just saying. Elsa,
Ooh, I
is that
got
her name?
spirit
Elsa
ghosts everywhere.
is not
Yeah.
a creative chick that rides.
No, Elsa's a very creative chick that rides because she's bringing a fucking tropical storm with her ass. I'm proud of her. Sorry. That's a strong bitch right there. Not a strong bitch
Okay.
right there.
So what do we got for upcoming events that we're going to be washed out on? So before we talk about before we talk about
That's not gonna
fighting
get
cancer
rained out.
with clippers, right? That's not going to get rained out, but before we talk about that, I want to talk about our ladies meet and ride. It's going to
Okay,
be
good.
so Saturday we had 10:30. Amy and I are going to be here sometime between 10 and 10:30. One of us will be here at 10. Maybe we'll both be here at 10. I don't know, but somebody's
figure it
going to
out.
be here at 10. Kickstands up at 11:30. Basically, what we're doing is we're going to do the ladies meet and ride once a month.
Yep.
It's going to be the first Saturday of every month, weather
Woo-hoo!
permitting, right?
Yeah.
So we don't miss a ride. And I guess if the weather is bad, come anyways because we're going to have,
Tea and crumpets.
tea. Oh, I cannot do it. I can do
Yeah,
Chinese.
We're going to serve you tea
Ah,
and crumpets. I sound British
very
or
good.
whatever.
I can't do
Very
it.
good. I love you. We're going to have some very good tea and crumpets.
Very good.
I love her. So we're still going to be
That
here.
was my Chinese accent,
Yeah.
by the way.
Go ahead. It was being Chinese. Yo, she tries so hard, y'all. You don't even understand. Like, she really tries so hard. Even off scene, every time she tries to do an accent, she makes me giggle. I just love it. Okay, so
Okay.
go ahead with your British Chinese ass.
So,
do it in.
I
do
can
it
do.
in accent.
Oh, I can do it in Swedish. I can do it. Yeah, my name is Inga.
Okay.
Yeah, it's from the Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Read our
You
paper
tell him.
in
Okay.
Inga language.
Okay. All right, ladies, it's our monthly meetup, right? Yeah. My name is Inga, and we can't wait to see y'all. This time we'll be heading south, y'all. I can't do it.
Yo, she gets to be plus.
And wait, I can't do it. And oh wait, I have to do the bang things. We will be heading south, y'all. Don't make me laugh.
Wait, I'm gonna hold her hair up for you. Here, go ahead. Go ahead, Inga.
I can't see. It's like that time that I ate that pot brownie and tried to drive.
Here we go. Ready?
Okay. I can't read it. And grabbing.
Oh, God. I'm so glad that we don't party, Michelle, because we would be a hot mess. Thank you very much, eh? Whatever. How do you say eh?
Yeah.
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 We'll be heading south this time, yeah, and grabbing lunch along the way.
Yeah.
If you're female passenger. Oh, female, wait a minute, what? Oh, yeah, that's right. Listen, if you're a female passenger, I'm just going to be Michelle, because I can't read it. It's like that time in band camp where I ate the brownie and then tried to drive the truck like 2 miles down the street. I was like, bah! I can't see, but I'm laughing because I can't see.
It was a
Anyways.
golf cart. That's how fucked up she was. I'm
But But it was
I'm
not my
kidding.
motorcycle, so. And I don't do that stuff. That was a
Yeah.
long time ago. I was like 8, teen. I was 18.
Times 4.
No, okay. So, if you ride on the back, if you're a girl that rides as a passenger, your guy's welcome to come. You know,
Yeah.
bring your chariot, right?
Yeah,
Bring Jeeves.
Bring your chariot.
Bring Jeeves
I
along.
like that.
Yeah, bring your chariot.
And
He
if
can
your
come.
man drives your chariot, he could come too.
Yeah, we might
Love
let him
that.
talk. No, just kidding. We'll let him talk. Oh, God. Every month, first Saturday of the month, weather permitting, even if it's raining, we're going to figure out what's going on this Saturday, but we will be here
We'll be here.
Saturday, so.
Even if we're just here doing this, cracking up, 'cause this is really what it's like all day with Amy and Michelle.
We
It
will be
really
here,
is.
yeah.
We'll see you soon, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
That's
All
great.
right.
So
So,
Barber's Edge in
yeah,
Abacoa?
on July 4th, right, which is Sunday.
On July 4th. 4th of
Yeah,
July?
4th of July. The guys at Barber's Edge, right, are taking their day off and they're coming in and fighting cancer with clippers for Chase, right? Now, I believe Joe is the owner of Barber's Edge, and Joe is also sexy babe of the week Jen's husband,
Ah!
right?
Is
Like
that
how all
him?
that ties together. No, this is
Oh.
Chase, and so Barber's Edge has gracefully decided to
Sending
open up
healing
their shop,
energies.
yeah, on their day off for Chase, who was recently diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. So on the 4th of July, any haircut that's given between the hours of 10 and 2 will be donated to his GoFundMe. Along with the haircuts, they'll give away some free food, which Joe will be cooking, and he's a fantastic cook, and beverages. And if you found yourself wanting a tub of his smoked fish dip, no, that might not be Joe. That might be somebody else that's making that. We'll have to find out. You'll have to go there and find out if it's Joe
For
that
real.
made the dip or not.
Yeah.
And also be something that can be found at that event. And I don't know if you've ever been to downtown Abacoa. It's in Hope Sound.
I don't even know where
It's
Abacoa
it's in
is.
Jupiter, by the way. It's Jupiter. So
Okay.
it's just like little shopping area, and they go all out for 4th of July, right? And they have like fireworks going off in the background and everything. So if
Oh.
you've never been to downtown Abacoa, it's just one of those like cute, old Florida style
Okay.
towns.
Sort of like St.
Kind of
Augustine?
high end, yeah, kind of like St. Augustine,
Yep,
except for
okay.
I don't think it's haunted, but it might be.
Yep.
A lot of haunted places, but yeah,
haunted.
it's definitely you don't want to miss, and help support him. And if you can't make it,
Yeah.
go to Barber's Edge in Abacoa, find him on Facebook, and donate to Chase's GoFundMe. Help the man out,
Oh, that's good
and
stuff.
I did check his Facebook page, and he's also, I think, unless he hasn't changed his status, single. Okay.
He's
So,
handsome.
He's a very good looking man. Beautiful man.
God bless him, sending good energies his way.
Yes.
For real.
So we are kind of like winding down now.
This is awesome.
I know, what a great day.
So we had a couple of ideas bouncing around for next week's show, right? And I think we really got a lot covered with that knowing your limits today. I mean, we really touched on some really fine points, right? And definitely know your limits, like know your speed, know your people you're riding with, know what to do if you're alone, right?
Get comfortable in rain. That was
Yeah.
another thing I thought of, is if you're not comfortable or you haven't rode in rain, and you're a new rider or even not a new rider, it's really recommended too, like on a day where it's sprinkling or something like that, take a small ride, like around your neighborhood or something like
Yeah.
that. Get a feel for what it's like to ride in rain.
Yeah, 'cause
So,
a lot
I
of
didn't
people
mean
don't
to
know.
jump. Yeah.
That's true. A lot of people don't know how to ride in different conditions,
Mhm.
right? And listen, I get that. Everyone gets that inner knowledge when we're doing something that's
Mhm.
over our limits. Like
Yeah.
we know internally that I probably shouldn't be doing this. I probably should be going this fast. I probably shouldn't be, trying to keep up with these people. Listen within.
Yeah,
Because
I
the
love that.
spirit never steers you in the wrong direction. Spirit will never steal you to danger. I always poke it like that.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, yeah.
So anyway, and then this is the month of Cancer, and they're all crabs and they're water fish and they're ruled by the moon. So
You
they're
probably
so
find 'em on a
emotional.
bagger.
Some of the bushes, and you'll
On a
find them
bagger
on baggers.
crier.
On a
Crying.
bagger.
Nobody wants to ride with me. No, sorry. Probably not. I love my cancers.
That's
My
awesome.
brother, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Because
awesome.
they don't cry in public.
And
so they probably...
they're the number one zodiac on the FBI list.
Oh, yeah, so you'll probably see them riding on their bagger with boop, 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 police chasing them
Or
down the
some
road.
hanging out of the side bag.
Who knows? If you're a Cancer, let us know.
It'd be like somebody else and hang a leg out the back of the fucking bike.
What were we thinking of doing for next week? I know we
I think we
changed
were
it
gonna
up.
talk in, I think we were switching it up,
Yeah,
right? And,
that's right. I know what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
You do?
You do?
You don't?
I don't.
I don't.
I
We're
forgot.
gonna do one of our first behind the scenes, maybe, or did you have a different suggestion?
No, I thought we were gonna do something with the type of bike.
Oh yeah, that's right. Are you on the right bike for you?
Yes.
Are you
on the
right?
right?
Yeah. Are you
And how
on
to
the
know.
right bike? And how to know?
How to know, right? Because that's
Yeah.
what we were talking about just recently. We switched
With
some
Jenn,
of the weeks
yeah.
around that we had planned. We switched a couple of weeks around,
Yeah.
and we could do that because it's our show. And we go with the flow here, people. We
Yeah.
go with the flow, and that's gonna be, are you on the right bike? It all came up because of Jenn.
Yep.
We really loved your experience that you shared with us in regards to that, and we're gonna talk more about that next week, I think.
Awesome. Yeah.
And the weather doesn't look any better for next weekend, guys, so I'm just saying, learn to ride in the rain. I said on there, pack your rain gear, y'all.
Very bad, y'all. I
Yeah.
lost the accent. Oh, very bad. There you go. I did it. Finally. Okay.
Oh, very
Follow us
bad.
on Facebook,
Wait.
Twitter.
Okay. Oh, I did it.
YouTube.
Oh my
Facebook,
God.
Twitter,
So it's
YouTube.
always this way, from you to me. Right.
Meow. Too creative. Oh, sorry.
You should like poke me in the eye.
You got something up there. No. Join us next week.
Ciao,
Thursday,
bellas.
12. Thank you so